The issue of delayed justice delivery is in focus in the Green Chamber, as Honorable Ganiyu Ayuba craves the indulgence of his colleagues to review Nigeria's justice and judicial system in order to restore public trust and address the delay in justice delivery. The lawmaker highlights that the public's confidence in the court system may be damaged if immediate action is not taken.
The House further worried that situation where suspects languish in detention for years awaiting trial, where chieftaincy cases lasted for years in court, leaving communities without head, and where commercial litigation span years in court unresolved, they are bane to our democratic and economic growth.
The motion receives the support of the House, and an amendment is made by the Deputy Speaker.
To have people languishing in prisons for a case that is maximum of 6 months, but have stayed up to 2 years imprisonment waiting trial.
Asking for a public hearing should come as urgently as possible, because the outcome of such hearings may have to still go to the Constitutional Review Committee, subject to the bill being moved and passed in this House.
We are going to have a public hearing that will have people deliberate on all the issues submitted through the memoranda that we receive, bordering on the judiciary space, to now demand for another public hearing on the issue that the Constitution Review Committee is already handling and will be calling for a public hearing, will amount to duplication of work.
Another motion considered in the House is the need to investigate the menace of incessant building collapse in Nigeria.
Mandates the Ministry of Works Committee to ascertain the causes of the incessant building collapse and provide lasting solution to curb the menace of, and report back to the House within 4 weeks for further legislative action.
In the meantime, the House is calling for the full implementation of the Export Prohibition Act to curb food smuggling and ensure food security in the country.
The need to address the current food crisis by enforcing the Export Prohibition Act 2004 to prevent food exportation, ensure food availability, and reduce the cost of living for Nigerians.
The Green Chamber is worried that the failure to implement the said legislation over time has led to severe food shortages, high food prices, increased food insecurity, and loss of revenue for farmers and the federal government. Terry Ikumi, Channels Television News.